India, China, Russia. World leaders usually build influence through policy, power, or legacy. But in the United States, something very different is unfolding. Under Donald Trump, politics is starting to look like branding. Not subtle branding, but full-scale personal branding at level of the state itself. Now, the recent example is US passports that may soon carry Trump's face. As a part of America 250 celebrations marking 250 years of US independence in 2026, the US government is preparing a limited edition passport that features Trump's portrait on the inside pages alongside the Declaration of Independence and American flag. His signature will also appear in gold, turning what is usually a neutral government document into something far more personal. Now, this is not symbolic one-off. These passports are expected to be released in limited numbers. Reports suggest anywhere from 25,000 to 250,000 copies and will be available through select government offices. But this move is just one part of a much bigger trend. Across the United States government, Trump's image and name are increasingly being embedded into official systems, spaces, and symbols. For instance, his likeness is already set to appear on commemorative coins, including a proposed $1 coin and even a 24-karat gold coin. Now, there are also plans to include his signature on US currency, which would make him the first sitting president to have such presence on money. It doesn't stop there. Trump's image is reportedly being appeared on national park passes alongside historical figures like George Washington. Government buildings, including departments like Agriculture and Labor, have displayed large banners with his face. There are even proposals and approvals for large symbolic projects, including a massive monument informally dubbed as Arc de Trump. Put all of this together and a clear picture is emerging. This is not just governance, it's brand building at a national scale. Now, branding in politics is not a very new topic. Leaders across the world, from Narendra Modi to Xi Jinping, have cultivated strong personal images. But there's a difference. Most leaders build narratives through campaigns, speeches, and policy visibility. What's happening in the United States right now goes a step further. It embeds the leader's identity directly into state-issued objects and institutions. This is why critics are calling it a form of personality-driven governance, or even a soft version of a cult of personality, where the line between the nation and the leader begins to blur. Historically, such practices have been more common in authoritarian regimes where leaders' faces appear on currency, monuments, and official documents. Seeing similar patterns in democratic systems like the United States is what is making this moment unusual. Supporters, however, see it very differently. They argue that this is about legacy and celebration, especially during a historic milestone like America's 250th anniversary. For them, Trump is not just a president, but a defining figure of the era. So placing him on a commemorative item is justified. But beyond politics, there's a deeper idea here. The power of personal branding. Trump, long before entering politics, has built his image as a businessman, TV personality, and a deal maker. From real estate towers to television shows like The Apprentice, his strategy has always been the same. Put the brand front and center, his name, his face, and his identity. Now, that same playbook seems to be extending into governance. And that raises a bigger question here. Where do we draw the line between nation building and brand building? Because when passports, currencies, and monuments and public institutions begin to carry the identity of one individual, it changes how power is perceived. It shifts the focus from institutions to personalities, from systems to individuals.